spring school, and today we'll be moving directly to Ibejileki, to one of our favorite property. And if you don't know me, my name is Miss Nwakama, and I'm now your real estate expert that can help you get the kind of property you need. So if you need some real estate advice, you've got to be talking to me so that I can guide you correctly on how to go about your real estate investment right here in Lagos. Okay, so today we're going to be doing a long drive. Like you all know, I love to do road network videos for you so that you can get acquainted with the road network. So while we drive, you can as well be seeing what our favorite island Lasgidi is. Okay, we're actually driving on Lekki Expressway, and this is our typical Nigerian lifestyle. I hope you will watch this from beginning to the end. We're actually driving straight down to Ibejileki, and we are going to one of our favorite property. And that property, I'll be sharing with you the price. I'll be sharing with you why you should buy that particular property. If you don't have money to buy any other one, please don't miss this one, because I love it a lot. Okay, I also have a property there because I had to buy it because of what I actually saw in it that I will be sharing with you. Okay, so right here we're at Awoyaya, Aziz. We are very close to Mayfair. Okay, and if you know where Mayfair is, this is close to Mayfair Garden. And for those who are thinking of owning properties around this side, we have properties around Bogije, Aziz, in a very secured estate, going for I think 15 million, and the title is great. Okay, so you have to see a lot more. Okay, this is the typical Lasgidi. So you got to pay a lot of attention to our videos. Kasi our lasma Lagos lasma. Okay, so like I said, understanding the road network could help you. Even if you don't live in Nigeria, you want to buy a property here, and you really want to pay for that property, you can use the road network and assess what you want to buy and pay. Okay, one good thing about what I do for my clients is to ensure that you have this road network to yourself. It's important you know how to move. You can use a video to move. We've had videos from Lekki to Aja. Okay, we've had videos from Aja to Shongotedo. If you don't know, just ask me and you will definitely get the link all through so that you can get to watch it. Okay, and Lekki Expressway is one of the longest road around Lagos, and this is Mayfair Garden. I remember years back, a lot of people didn't want to buy land in Mayfair. Then a lot of people bought houses in Mayfair and gave it out for rent, while some bought houses to resell at a later date. Imagine you buying a house for as much as, like, you buy a house for 27 million naira, and after like 2 years you already gave it out for rent to make small money off it, and you're selling that house off for 40 million. That is what real estate investment can really help you do. Okay, and as we drive down, it's going to be a very long gist, long talk about real estate. I also share some of my experiences with you as regards to third-party influence in you buying a property in Lagos. Okay, and my father is not an exception to that. Okay, my father was once living in Lagos. He's a Lagosian. He speaks Yoruba very, very well. And that's why you can hear me speak Yoruba. Omo Igbo don't so Yoruba. Okay, if you have not hit that subscribe button, please make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Turn on your notification bell to get notified on each time we do a post right on the Hatara TV. And if you're a subscriber, thank you for always coming back to this channel, and you mean a lot to me. Remember to always share our videos, because while you're sharing, somebody may be learning 1 or 2 things from the video that could really, really help them. Okay, and as we drive down, we'll be sharing more on location so that you get to see what it looks like. Okay, and I'll also be sharing with you some very lovely houses where we have properties so that you can get acquainted and know what you are buying. It's good you know where you are buying from, as in, got what I'm saying? So let me first of all start with the story of third-party influence as regards to buying a property in Lagos. I have a lot of people from some locations. I don't want to mention locations so that you will not come and punch me. And they will tell you, no, they want to buy properties from their side, okay? And even my father was thinking Biafra was going to, break off Nigeria, and Lagos will just be apart, other people will be apart. But today, as you can see, land in Lagos keep appreciating. So we're just at Lakwe, and we'll still be driving down. Okay, so as we drive down, we'll still be sharing more. So some of my father's friends then actually bought properties in Lagos, and as you can see, the properties that they bought have appreciated so well. If you remember locations like Shomolu those days, so if you want to buy a land in Shomolu now, it's in millions. So these are some of the things we want you to understand about buying a property in Lagos. Okay, this axis is fast developing, and the third-party influence to your decision to buy a property in Lagos matters a lot. Okay, you may have some friends who don't believe in investment, who don't believe in dipping in a lot of money into real estate, and having them as your mentor or as your advisor would not give you the right things to do with your cash. That's the truth. And that's why the third-party influence in terms of you deciding if you want a particular property or not matters a lot. Okay, and which is where it comes in. Like, okay, let's assume you're very, very ill, you're sick, and they now introduce you to someone who actually know about sicknesses that could solve what you're actually going through, and you're like, okay, yes, I think I'm going to go through this. And you've been trying to see if something good could actually come out of it, but nothing came out. And you now decide to say, okay, let me go to the hospital, and the doctor just run a test for you and discover that, oh, this is what has been happening to you, and the doctor tries to treat you, or probably it has escalated. All of this boils down to you meeting the right person or the right advisor. That's why I'm actually bringing out this instance. So for you to be sick, you already know you need to speak with a doctor, right? Same thing goes to your real estate investment. If you must get the right advice as regards to real estate investment, you should have a professional realtor to talk with. Okay, with that, you are able to decide or make your decision clear on what you want as regards to your real estate investment. Okay, now the third party influence is very, very powerful, because sometimes the third party influence could either be your family members, your friends, or some realtors you've known years back in some very remote location. And because they just want you to buy from where they want you to buy, they'll keep discouraging you. No, don't buy at this axis, buy at this axis. But the truth of the matter is, you need to ask questions where people are buying property and what is actually happening at that location. Okay, if you want to know, this axis is really, really fast developing, because years back my mom was actually offered some plots of land around here for 200,000 naira, Awoyaya precisely. That's where Green Springs is. So she kicked against it because one of her friends was like, you know what, just buy in Ikorodu. Then another friend decided to buy in that location. Today, if you want to buy a land in Awoyaya, you should have at least 15 million upward. So this could tell you that the island axis is fast appreciating. Okay, and as regards to the water you're seeing, rain fell heavily yesterday. I mean, heavily. That's why you can actually see a bit of this, and a lot of work is still ongoing. Okay, that's why you can see gravels over there and so many other things. So the government's concentration on the island is very, very high. Some people will tell you, oh, island, if it's rain, no, it will be flooded. Please check today's date. You're actually seeing this video. So you can see this beautiful supermarket, and this is a Bogije. I'll also be sharing with you a lot more. This location you're seeing on my left, that's where we have Omo Resort. That road links to Omo Resort. You can see the signboard from here, right? That is Omo Resort. It's very, very lovely. We heard there is lion there. So there's lion at that location, and it's good that you are seeing everything as it is. Okay, so as we drive down, you're free to watch it to the end and ask me a lot of more questions. Okay, it's important you see all of this and key in as fast as possible. Don't wait until it gets too pricey. I mean, the best time to buy a property is as you see it. As you see it, you rush it. There are cases where you can actually do installmental payment and pay at ease. So it's always good that you understand how it works and act fast. So right at this Bogije, we have land available for sale. We have a property around these houses, okay, and we also have houses available for sale. So it all depends on what you want and when you want it. All right, and as we drive down, you get to see a lot more. We have so many beautiful estates around these houses, and we have a lot of companies around these houses. You can see that the weather is a bit changing. It's about to rain again. So like I've always told you, it's the way you see it, that's the way it is. There were times all these houses were all bush, right? They were all bush. I remember then I was quite younger, but from Aja down was just bush all through. Where development stopped was at Ilaje, where we have Wonder City, a particular church they name Wonder City. And at the end of the road there, so many people, you will see boys lying down even on the floor those days. But today it's now a road that links you to another location or another houses. So the development in Lagos cannot be overrated anymore. This is Beechwood Estate, and this is just a Bogije. It's one of the biggest estates around these houses. We have about 20 estates right in this particular Beechwood. It's a very beautiful one, you know. So if you like it, you need to call me as fast as possible. We have houses also inside here for sale. We have land available for sale. So as we drive down, you keep seeing a lot more. Then on my left is where we have our beautiful vantage courts. Okay, right inside here is where we have vantage courts. We have the phase 1, we have phase 2. You can see the entrance. It's such a beautiful place. There are mopos guiding the entrance. And as we drive down, you get to see a lot more. Like I said, in Bogije, we have houses, we have land for sale. Okay, and it's better you are tapping into this beautiful environment. Safe, nothing like flood around here. Okay, so I can always assure you of some very specific locations. Okay, not just the location, but specific properties. So that's why you need to give me a call, because as soon as you do so, it's certain that you'll be having the best. Now let's talk more about the third party influence. You want to buy a property and you're not putting your family name in any of the next of kin, but you want them to come and stand in for you. You have to ask a professional realtor question, because with that, it's much easier for you to gain a lot of knowledge on the right way to go about selling things. So, and for me, basically, what I do is this. I try to ensure that I get exactly what you want, feed you with information that you need, and give you some very important real estate advice that could guide you. Right now, we're fast approaching Eleko Junction, and we'll still be talking more. So we're also fast approaching Onosa Oloja. I like that name a lot. Oh, it's not Onosa, it's Onosa. Igodo Oloja. So we have Onosa and we have Igodo Oloja. So we're approaching Onosa, and it's another good location, you know. And like I said, while you are seeing all this, you can now figure out exactly what you want, where you want to buy from, and all of that. Some people want to really have a land facing the road like this for a filling station. They want a property that is strictly for commercial. We'll talk more as we drive down, because I think you really need to get equipped on how to go about properties to buy. Because some people will just tell you, oh, I want a property to buy for this purpose, but they don't really have an idea like how many plots can actually be enough to do this kind of project. Okay, so sometimes it's good you ask questions. Okay, so regarding the third party influence, you want to buy a land, and the third party that want to help you check the land want to also benefit from that particular thing. Now, it is easier for the third party to tell you, you know what, this property is not okay, it's not good, so that you can buy it from somebody they can actually see something from. And you've got to be careful with such moves, because right here in Lagos we have genuine property and we have those ones that are not. Okay, so working with the right realtor helps you to get the right property. So you can sit anywhere, whether you are in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. So right now we are just at Igondo Oloja. So this is Igondo Oloja, and it's such a beautiful place also, and it is before the Eleko junction. Eleko junction is one of the strategic place, you know. Recently I just got a property around there, and it's really interesting that I've gotten one for myself around the Aziz. Okay, and I'll tell you reason why I got that property. I think I made a video of it, so if you have not watched that video, I think you should watch it so that we don't divert our talk for today. So I got a property at Eleko, just at the junction, and to God willing, as soon as the property keep appreciating, I don't plan selling it. I plan to have a duplex on it and give it out for rent. Okay, I'm going to rent it and get a lot of money off it before I can decide to say, okay, whether I want to sell or I want my children to inherit that particular property. Okay, so you've got to plan for yourself. You've got to take the right step and do what you need to do to buy the right properties. Okay, now I also made a video of how to build your property portfolio. If you have not watched that video, I think it's on Premiere. It's going to be coming up soon on the Atwa TV, so you have to put an eye on the channel to watch it, because to build your property portfolio you need certain level of knowledge on real estate before you can do that. Okay, and for those who also understand what Lagos is, who can tell you that, oh, this is Lagos, then if you understand the new Lagos, then you have to watch this to the end also, because we're going to be driving down to the new Lagos, and I'll tell you why it is the new Lagos. So regarding the third party, let's go back to our third party gist, because a third party influence can either make you or destroy you. I've had clients who call me that, you know what, I told my friend to help me buy a property, and not knowing that the property was not genuine. At the end of the day, after making findings, the money has been paid already and the property was not genuine. In order to cut the long story short, please use the right realtor, use a professional realtor, use someone you can actually say, yes, I think I really want to work with this person to buy this property. Do you understand? With that, your mind is at rest, because there are so many other things you'll be having in the process that a realtor or a professional realtor will be doing for you, and you can actually do it by yourself. So you need to take note. Yes, this is our famous Eleko junction. As you can see, the Eleko itself. The Eleko itself. So this is one of the best houses I love a lot, because there are so many things happening here. Okay, and like you all know, this are government road. When government is ready, all this road, they were going to create road in all of these houses. Okay, I mean to expand the road. Now if you go straight down, if you're not going to turn, we are going to be turning to our right, but if you are looking at this straight down, you're driving straight down, you'll be going to Elerongbe and you'll be going to Ekpe. Now in Elerongbe, I made a video of it. You know, we have a very sweet property that is 2 kilometers away from the proposed airport. That property is actually going for 750k per plot, okay? And it's your choice to rush that offer, okay, before the airport kicks on, because currently the road that links to that airport, as is the project have started, the Lagos State governor have started that project, and the moment the project kicks on fully, the prices of property will shoot up, just as it happened in Lekki years back. Like you all know, this is a major road, and it's not just a major, it's a federal road. So at the time the government want to expand this road, they're going to take off this side. You know, the reason why we have all of this information, we have a lot of access to see some of the strategic location in Alausa. So I've seen something, how government want to actually expand this road, and it's up to you to key in as fast as possible. Don't wait until development finish up all in these houses. Now, this particular area is one of the prime area in Eleko. Prices of properties here are very high, okay? They are high, competing with other locations in Shangotedo, okay? Now, if you look at my left, sorry, my right, I mean, we have a property here, as I've shown you, and I also have my own plot there in that particular estate. And as we drive down, you get to see more beautiful places. One of the most expensive estates that has architectural design around these houses is Amen Estate. So if you want to buy anything from Amen Estate, probably you want to buy a house, you want to buy land, you got to give me a call as fast as possible, because some of the properties are probably sold out while some are still available. So for the ones available, you've got to call me. Amen Estate phase 1 is at the left hand side, is sold out, okay? There are no plots here, there are no land here anymore, okay? And there are no houses available for sale in phase 1. So what we have for Amen Estate is phase 2, okay? Only the phase 2 is available. And for the phase 2, you've got to ask the right questions so that you can buy, okay? Don't miss it. It's one of the most pricey houses around the side, and you can see the side view. The side view is amazing. I like the fact that the buildings are built alike, and that's the same thing that is going to be replicated at Amen Estate phase 2, okay? I have some videos of it, so if you're interested, you've got to give me a call. You've got to ask me how. You can see that it rained very well yesterday and the road is dry. So like I've always told you, buying a land is good, but buying in a very good location is best. This is the phase 2, okay? The last time I actually came here, the phase 2 road wasn't that too okay, but today you can see that work is ongoing. You can see it, work is ongoing. This leads you to phase 2. Okay, this road leads you to phase 2, and this is another location entirely. So for this particular houses, what we have here is just estate on the left, estate on the right, estate, you can see another estate. All of these are upcoming, okay? And before the prices goes up, you have to ask questions and buy. Now that we have lands available, we have houses available, you've got to ask questions, okay? There are so many reasons why you buy certain properties, and that's why you should be talking to a realtor. If you have the money, don't just keep your money in the bank, because the truth of the matter is the bank is going to use your money for treasury bill. They will use your money and give it out as loan to other people to buy properties. They will give it out as loan to other people to do what they need to do, okay? But if you're putting the money into real estate, it is certainly good, because at the time the property appreciates, you will be happy. This man fit get bush me too. Because I don't see the sign. And for me, I beg me, I go chop. Okay, so we are now driving into the new Lagos, where we have the smart city, okay? This is where smart city is coming to. And if you don't know what I'm talking about smart city, I made a video of it. You've got to watch it on this channel, or you ask me a lot of more questions. Okay, so right now we're approaching a particular junction we call Coastal Road. You can see it by the right. That road actually links to some other road which government will work on. Then on the left hand side is where it's happening for now. Okay, and where it is happening, like I told you, ask question. Where are people buying property? Where is it happening? So with that, you are able to buy from the right location. Okay, and as we drive down, you get to see a lot more. Now for this particular houses also, it's been checked at the Alausa that all these locations are government road. Okay, so which means the expansion of road is going to really eat up a lot of land around these houses. Now from the Land Act of 1978, the government has a right, okay, to even take over any property that they want, depending on for what purpose. Okay, but that chances is quite slim. Okay, and that's why you need a realtor to advise you on the right properties to buy. Okay, so as it is, we're going to be driving straight down. We'll be reaching a lot of beautiful location. That's why I want you to stay tuned. Don't forget, you need to watch this video to the end to actually see that sweet plot I'm trying to talk to you about. This plot is very sweet. I also have land there too. Okay, so I decided to do this long video so that you can get to see it. Now I also have clients who have bought from these plots, okay, and they also have interest to see a very sweet video like this that could direct them even anytime, any day. They can wake up and like, you know what, I want to go to where my land is, and they take a transport. Even if they don't live in Nigeria or they live in Nigeria, they take a transport, and when they get to a certain location where we started from, they can fire down like with the video. So thank you so much, my very own clients. Thank you also for patronizing me. I know you've not met me before, and we've not seen, but you have really dropped a lot of good comments on my page. Even on my Instagram page, I've seen you call me Super Realtor and so many other good names. I appreciate you so much, sir. Thank you. And as we drive down, I'll still share a lot more so that you get to see it. So there is so right here we're just in a very lovely community. This is a school. This is community primary school. It's at Iberekodo, and there is an health center around this houses also in that particular location. So as we drive, you keep seeing a lot more. So like I said, there's going to be a massive expansion of road on these houses because so many things. This place is just too busy. So many things are here. I mean, you can't beat it. Okay, and for you not to miss this, you've got to watch this till the end and be able to ask me a lot of questions. Okay, so I intentionally flip this all through so that I know a lot of you like to see my face. But let's see the real thing, gongo first. Okay, and we get to see face. We get to see later. So here is another government school called Magbon Secondary School. You can see it. That is it, Magbon. Can you see it? Okay, so that's it. And as we drive down, you get to see a lot more. How this place keep changing every day. Okay, it would interest you that the development that is coming to these houses is big. It's big. If you all know how a lot of location develop, the moment there is government presence in a location, the prices of properties drastically changes. Okay, I've seen where property that was 10 million became 100 million in these island houses. And for those who have lived in Lagos for a long years, I mean they've lived for a very long time, they know what it means to have a particular property and keep it for a long time and then resell. Now for those who have lived on the mainland for a long time, a lot of them have put in their property up for sale. I have a lot, you know, they've put in up their property that please sell it, I want to buy a land in island houses, so I want to buy a house on the island houses. So things like this are things you should avoid, because I've had clients who tell me, you know what, I regret buying a land in one location like this. I didn't know I could have got from the island. Somebody actually marketed it to me, but I looked down on it. I didn't take it serious. So don't wait till then. As you're watching this video, before you cut off this video, you check my WhatsApp link below. I have my WhatsApp link. This is the Lagos State, one of the magistrate court. You can see it at Ibejuleki, and you should be able to at least give me a WhatsApp call or a WhatsApp chat or a normal call. Precisely, it all depends. You have to ask questions. So as we drive down, you keep seeing a lot more, though it's about to rain again. So it's always good you see road network, appreciates a lot more that we're actually showing you right here, and try to key in as fast as possible. So like I said, let's talk about another thing that interests me aside the third party influence. Let's talk about residential and commercial plots, because we have both around these houses. So as we drive down, you get to see a lot more, and we are fast approaching another beautiful location. Okay, we are very close to the Lekki Free Trade Zone, but before we approach there, let me flip that back. So that's the face. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this tour, and you have a lot of questions to throw in. Okay, like you all know, I'm always very active at the comment section to ensure that I probably give answers to your questions, because it is important you ask questions, especially when you see videos like this. So where we are now, we're just at Orimedun. So if you don't know where this is somewhere before the Akodo, we all know. And it's good you see all these things how it is, then you can ask your questions. Okay, and it's such a long video because you need to see it how it is. Some people will tell you, oh, Ibejuleki is too far. As you can see, this video has not been on pause, right? And we've just spent 32 minutes on the road with the traffic on the road. So this should tell you that on the potholes, you can see that's why it's actually slowing. Yet we have spent only 32 minutes, and we are fast approaching our strategic locations. So don't let anybody deceive you on location, because the location you're buying from, I bet you there will be a time you will come here, we will tell you, land is scarce. Then somebody that bought 6 plots years back will not be doing shakara for you. Don't wait till that time. Okay, don't wait till that time. I've been in several real estate meetings trying to close up a deal.